Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Okay, today marks the end of my first full week on my YouTube channel, documenting my daily trades. And if you've been with me this week, thank you for coming along on the journey. Uh, Honestly, this has been one of the worst weeks I've had trading since I started last year, and how ironic that this is the week I'm starting my YouTube channel, but I started it to learn and to document, and those two goals are being accomplished. So, if you've been with me this week, thank you. And let's get into today's topic, which is I started off the day red again. Oh my God, so stressful. I was just about to throw in the towel, and then something popped up on my scanner, and that something was ARTL. And ARTL saved my day. So let's take a look at my first trade on ARTL. Okay, so I use TraderView to analyze my trades. And when you use TraderView, you download your trades and you can actually pull up each trade in its own page with its own separate little analysis. So here you can see that I set my initial stop at $50. This is one of my big struggles right now, learning how to get out when I hit my stop. This is killing me because I actually have pretty good accuracy. It's honestly what's killing me is my not getting out when I'm supposed to get out and not letting my winners run. Those are my two biggest challenges. But in any case, I set my initial stop. I'm using this feature in TraderView to force myself to select a stop before I enter the trade and really try to stick to it. Okay. And you can see that I traded 500 shares. This shows that I made a round trip, right? 500 in, 500 out. My profit on this trade was awesome. 285. Okay, that's great. That's honestly, yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, so this number here, 5.7, this is a number that I've also started to really dial in on. This means that my profit was 5.7 times my initial risk. And this is something that's like really, really important right now for me, in terms of understanding my stop and my risk. My accuracy is over 50%. My accuracy has been hovering between 60 and 70%, which is awesome. So even if I risked $50 to make 100, I would still come out green overall. But I would come out green overall. That's a 2-to-1 profit ratio. Even if I did like say 50-50, I risked $50 to make $50, I'd still come out green. But ideally, I would want to risk $50 to make 100. In this case, then this number would have been 2. But in this case, I actually made 5.7 times what I risked. So that is phenomenal. Okay, that feels really good. You can see that's here too. These are the charts in TraderView. You can set up charts. This shows like the actual trade. Okay, so this is where I got in. I was in this trade for such a short amount of time, just over a minute, and I got in at $5. Excuse me, need a little of my herbal tea here. I got in at $5.89. It actually purchased at 3. So what I've seen sometimes is if there's multiple, um, like I might see slippage where it gets in over the course of like multiple purchases at different prices. But in this case, it actually went in every time at 589 and I got out at 646. This is amazing. So, and here you can see this is the 1 minute chart, okay, in TraderView. I do trade in Thinkorswim, which is a commission-free broker because I'm new. I can't afford a broker that charges commissions. And so I realized that everyone says Thinkorswim has limitations, but I'm still in my learning phase. So I need to be really frugal. I do pay for scanners through Warrior Trading. I follow Warrior Trading and I've taken their classes, and I pay for TraderView. So that's my trading budget right now. But you can see here, it hit my scanners sometime in here, okay? And then I watched it for a little bit, but right away I saw some things that I really liked, okay? And so what I really want to talk about is why. Why did I get in for this trade? Because I've been mostly sticking to bull flag pullbacks and flat top pullback breakouts and micro pullbacks. So why did I get in on this stock that was running up pre-market? And that's what I want to talk about. So the first thing is, as far as stock selection, it met my criteria. I do follow the Warrior Trading 5 pillars of stock selection. So the price was between $1 and $20. The float was under 20 million. The relative volume was 5 times the 50-day average, and the uh, 5 times the 50-day average. Oh, and the price gapped up more than 10% over the previous day's close. That's 4. The fifth one is news, breaking news, and it had breaking news, and I thought it was pretty good breaking news. So it met the criteria for selection. In a hot market, I'm going to be loosey-goosey with that, but in this terrible week, I only wanted to trade stocks that met those criteria. But that's not the only thing I look at before I get in on a stock. Then I have all of these indicators that I'm looking at. So these are the things, once I decided that ARTL met the first hurdle, then I had the second group of criteria, which is the indicators. So you can see here that the volume bars were going up. I love that. Okay, the price is obviously running up. That's good because I'm trying to get in while it's running up, but get out higher. The MACD was positive and increasing. All good. Wonderful. There were no big sellers on the level 2. Okay. And there was green on the time and sales. Beautiful. Green on the time and sales. Green is my favorite color. I don't know if you can see the green walls behind me. Green is my favorite color. And I love to see it on the time and sales. Okay. And so all of those things together were convincing me that this was the right stock. It was above VWAP. I don't have, oh, I do have VWAP open session. I don't know why the VWAP isn't, oh, here it is. No, I don't see the VWAP on here. But in any case, it was above VWAP, which is volume weighted average price. Also, it was above the 9 and 20 EMA because those are other indicators that I use. It is starting to pull off of the 9 EMA, and that, it's starting to get extended. So I was going to watch my stop really close. Okay. So for all those reasons, I decided to jump in on a pre-market breakout parabolic stock. And I did. And so glad I did. Okay. I got in partially on this candle, partially on this candle. I got out right away. Okay. And I actually jumped in and out for 5 trades total. One trade was red. I gave back some profit. So frustrating, but that's the game, right? And I ended up making back everything I lost on the first 3 red trades, and I finished with a small green day. It doesn't seem like much of a victory, but I had a terrible week. So my only green day this week, besides today, was Wednesday. I don't think I've had 3 red days in 1 week since I first started. That was like devastating. And I was really anxious about having to post these videos and talk about what a bad week I was having because I was getting some imposter syndrome vibes, like, why should I even have a YouTube channel? This is crazy, but these ups and downs are normal in day trading. I mean, I haven't been trading that long. It's been a little over a year. I started off in a simulator, moved to real money last summer. I haven't been trading that long, but I can tell you that it is a roller coaster ride. And I'm learning a lot about myself through the process in terms of what my strengths and weaknesses are mentally, emotionally. And this is not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. So, anyway, those are the reasons why I jumped into ARTL. So happy I did. Saved my day, helped me get finish the week with a terrible week with a green day. Yay! I need to get sound effects. Crowd roaring, okay? And super excited about that. I also have a Substack. I'm going to be posting free content on Mondays for free subscribers, and then I'm going to be posting exclusive content on Fridays for paid subscribers. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can hop over to Substack. The link is in the video, and check out what I'm going to be posting over there. That's pretty much it. Um, and over the weekend, I'm going to be posting some evergreen content, some educational type content. And I will see you back here on Monday, okay, bright and early, ready to start and go, go, go. All right. Have a good weekend.